Hello all, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with the Mamluks. So we're just in war number 1 versus the Ottomans, let's call it. The plan will be to take some of their southern Anatolian provinces, including Antioch and Adana for myself. I want to take back the Karamani provinces. You're screwed. I was going to ask you to be supportive, but you didn't come and support, and instead you're floating out into space and you're dead. Unlucky. I won't be able to get past the fleet there. I could have moved into Kayseri to defend, actually. I think that was a mistake. Oh well. I didn't. There's nowhere really that the Ottomans can go right now, per se. I'd want the peace deal to include all 3 Karamani cores. Tech, this and this. Minimum. I should be able to afford more. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of an elongated war. But that is not a problem. What is a problem is the amount of income I'm losing a month from having the excess. What's this? Diwan al-Kas gives me construction and development cost reduction. Damn. If only I knew about that sooner. I might take curtail noble privileges or strengthen instead though. Let's take strengthen noble privileges. Sure, it's not as strong as it once was, but it's extra manpower. Something that I'm not really going to be short of for most of the game. Ignore the fact I'm at 0 for now, that's just a consequence of unfortunate battles, etc. But soon enough we'll be rolling in manpower and men. This is going to be a strong campaign for the manpowers for a change from the get-go, is my intention. Also note 20 ducats a month loss. That's due to having a second merc army in the form of the Grand Company. I just wanted to make sure this war would absolutely be successful. If that's what it takes, is what it takes. Again, this is all going to be negligible later. We'll just take loans for now. I can take up to 40 loans, so I think I'm safe. Shirvan. Look at that. The single unit from Fardal is absolutely carrying a white piece. Giving me a little extra war score. Mag, wonderful. Everyone's still super loyal. Long may that remain. For after this war, I'm going to start integrating. What are they doing? Are they really going to take me down in Sinop? That'd be unfortunate if they did, because they'd probably win that as well. Just as long as they don't take back, say, Ankara, they can take these. This is fine. That does very little for my cause. And I mean C-A-U-S-E, not C-O-R-E-S. For cause in this sense. Let's send this up to Axaray. And I can go up to 3 generals now. So how about I ignore it temporarily, actually. Just remembered I need some of this. I need to be able to embrace Renaissance. So about 3 more clicks, maybe 4. We'll be good to go. And with that, I also actually still have enough extra mill power left over to do this. Let's go into Ankara. The Ottomans have now caught up in tech. This might not be a win, but their units are everywhere at the moment. Leading to a win. Kind of expected here. Yeah, out you go. So Hejaz are also sieging down Sugla with me. Do not go and just take Tech. Do not do it. Oh no, that was an accident. Didn't realise I was still going. But that's okay. Luckily I managed to get rid of them in time. And now it forces a defensive. Which I could still win despite not having full morale here. Just from combat width differences here. Yep. We're doing fine. Let's go down to Ichel. Yeah, even if the Ottomans don't pay for my loans in money, they'll pay for it in land. It will just depend on what I want to do. Crush Anatolia. 20 provinces in the region are mine. All my subjects. I also need a fleet bigger than 35. What's this? March to Baghdad. Taking all of the Iraqi areas would give me claims. And a 50% natural scientist. Not bad. So I would release this via Iraq. And then gain claims on this above. That looks sensible. I'll go stand in tech just so that they don't try and take it back. The other stuff in the area is far less important. I now have a good amount of ticking. The Venice have rivaled Ottomans. But Constantinople still stands in one piece. Yeah, they definitely wouldn't become my vassal. I'd have to fight them for Byzantium, Constantinople. But what I could do is if I were to take, say, I don't know, round here, I could be in the same sea zone and then ferry over and attack them. I might have to wait for a bit. Let's see what plays out. So I might have to wait till War 2 before I can get towards Byzantium. Meaning the Ottomans might have already taken them by then. We'll see. Despite the fact that this 1k is very exposed, I don't want this to walk into tech. So I'm just waiting for this to move away. This isn't even my province, so I don't need to worry about war exhaustion. And let's see here. Advisor costs versus loyalty. Lose 75 admin power. I'll take the advisor cost reduction at the cost of the estate loyalty. That's a far better outcome. So yeah, once I've finished the siege of Sugla, I think I'll abandon the Mercs. But actually not the Mercs you would think. I'm going to get rid of the independent army. So once Sinop's done, because Sinop, the independent army is more expensive. And the independent army also has less manpower reserve. So it's actually more efficient for me to keep the Grand Company now. Based on those measures. Funnily enough. Come on, Sinop, full. And nicely enough, all my subjects are sieging the back half of the Ottomans. So that they can't really spawn anyone around there. Or retake the provinces too easily. Come on, don't let them take Coachella before we take Sinop. That would just be rude. I also don't know what to do about the Chandar subject. I might just leave them. Quite frankly. So yeah, Sugla will keep this Merc company. Because it's the one with more manpower. Let's push my units up. And maybe we'll move towards Coachella. Hold on. What are you going for? If you're going for Hejaz, I will defend. Right. Let's move. We'll stop them in Denizli. Then reinforce into Aydin. There we go, Sinop is over. So let's remove the independent army. Now I'm losing far less a month. Let's take... I can actually take quite a bit here. So, instead of money, it's better for me to take land. I really need them weakened. Something like this. I'll wait for this battle to be over. Then I'll take some excess. Okay, how about Sarahan as well? 85. Or I remove Sarahan and get them to pay off part of my loan. And take this. I kind of like this. So we're doing this. There we go. Karaman have back all their cores. I've got a heck load of land to core up. Let's put on, wrong screen, the integration policy for an almost instant annex on Syria. I could make a fight against QQ for the province of Raba as well. Do I do that immediately, actually? Let's maybe go for an annex on Fardal for now, then. Syria might be kept a little longer than I was initially anticipating here. We'll send the Mercs towards AQ. I'll repay off a couple loans, I think. Maybe not 3. 1. Come on, load. There we go. That will do for now. Let's seize land. Then I'll go for the reconquest of the Raba province for Syria, not for Fardal. And then I'll take Iraq. I think that's a sensible idea. Let me guess, one more tick. One more tick. And then Algarbia is done. I think I'll let it be dip. Dip's my least important category for now, despite the fact that I'm annexing. This is the wrong general. And okay, maybe I need to go deal with my own particularists. So yeah, I'm gonna call this up. So we'll have the final dip on, well, we'll make it dip on Algaria for the Renaissance, because I need to core up and then start getting quantity or diplomatic ideas, of which I'm still favouring quantity, actually, to begin. Let's maybe go to Hoyevezir actually, and take out Mushasha from the war first. I have nobody on support, and let's not allow them to attach to my main army. "31,000 Mamlukian noble rebels. Eesh, maybe I should have also looked at that. It's a shame. Oh well. They're also winning against Georgia. Good for you. Let's take the justified wars. Half price national tax. Very nice. Now what's this? Pheasant need to help me managing my administration. Yeah, now I can't Devon Algarbia until that province is besieged. And the Ottomans going for Trebizond. And who's going for Byzantium? Genoa. Genoese conquest of Moria. So they managed to snipe Athens while they were independent. And now they're going for them. How cool. Good for you, Genoa. We'll see a yellow Constantinople for a spell, hopefully. Then this is risky, but let's go into Cairo. And take on the 31k. And what tech are you, QQ? Still 4. Interesting. Then with my other diplomat, let's go towards own subject countries again. Let's just keep up the relations, I think. And yeah, once I've dealt with these noble rebels, the main army can move up to deal with QQ. I'd rather it have just been just the mercs, as that's what I was trying to intend to happen, but don't think it's going to quite work like that at this stage. Bulgaria has been released. Neat. Good for you. Probably forced to transfer trade power to Genoa, right? To Venice. They're guaranteed by Genoa though. So Byzantium is now an OPM, who still would not be vassalized by me. I'm actually going to take the Mamluks loyalty in this instance here. So yeah, unfortunately Hejaz is losing to Mushasha, but I can bring in my main army here. So Rabah is going to Syria, who's going to be the second vassal I integrate. I can do 2 at a time, and I will when I do, say, Syria and, I don't know, Vezin. Maybe Karaman, but I have to wait some time for Karaman. 1463, 4 years. So yeah, I'm sorry Hejaz, but thank you for your patience. I am now here and on the way to assist. They're probably going to start trying to run away now. So if I gave this back to Syria, I can take this. Good. So I'll probably just take all of Iraq in one go, rather than take a province and reconquer because of my missions. To be honest, that would sound like a more enticing idea. Yeah, I'm just sort of sitting around their units for now. I don't need to engage in a battle. Whoever's there will just give me some chump change, helping fund this war. Maybe I need to get my diplomat back ready for peace. So whoever's there is sieged. Let's wait until the tick of the month and then move off. Good stuff. So how are we looking? We still need to grab provinces down here, of course. Imperial Gambit. Nice. That's looking like a later mission because it said stuff about hegemon. Yeah. I am going to be a great power rank greater than 2. Right now I'm 4th, but I'm actually technically 3rd. Ah, whatever, let's just make it mill. Get it done quicker. Then I can take off the edict. Bahari, lose your edict. Good stuff. Also, the development helped get rid of the devastation in that province, pushing back on prosperity. So that's good. Whatever is necessary, we will provide. And QQ have dissolved down to just sieging down Karaman. Good for you. Good for you. We need to fix some of these. So, mosque. Maybe the oh, Algarbi being 16 mil. Nope. Yeah, let's fix the ulama then. Give this province a mosque. It's only 9 base tax, so it's not going to be the highest mosque, but it's going to be decent enough. Yeah, I think I'll still go quantity first, because I'll get rid of the initial vassals, and then diplomatic second can then clean up the excess. So we'll do Syria, Fardal, and Fezzan maybe, and Hejaz. Then I'll be able to grab extra dip rep and stuff. We'll see. I'm still very hesitant as usual. Mushasha can give me money, and let's pillage capital and ask for war reps. Yeah, adding dev in Cairo would be amazing. Quite honestly. Let's get reduced foreign spy detection, I mean to say. I forgot to annul alliance with AQ and the Ottomans, but that's okay. They'll just join in versus my next war with the Ottomans. I'm just going to be able to skirt around AQ for now. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about Byzantium because they can be taken. But again, I could have got myself closer and got them at the end of last war, but I didn't. So I can only be so concerned under them measures. Gaining back some cores, marvellous. But yeah, once I'm finished with what I want to core, I can then focus on getting the ideas. So I'll be behind in ideas a little bit here, but that's not too bad. Scotland managed to inherit Burgundy after the princes were released. Yeah, France have only just hit admin 5. But they're already mill 5, of course. So let's attack into QQ here. That's right, you better run. Also not bothered about their vassal of Karabakh. I think there's a mission for Karabakh for forming Great Armenia. That could be a fun little campaign at some point. Oh, go to here, please. Nope, go to Shinjar. I've left the speed on too high for me to react properly. Old man reflexes. Boomer. Plus ratio. No, you're not taking back Raba. That's the war goal, matey. And it's mine. Yeah, get taken down. Bear in mind I'm currently at 5 war exhaustion. I do want that to be reduced. At the same time as me also attacking everyone. Yeah, kind of high war exhaustion. I might need to chill after this. Because, I'm actually not near my gov cap limit. I take back what I was about to say. Then again, I'll integrate everyone. And then that will add to my gov cap. So I am technically close to my gov cap limit. I am almost on par with France, which is quite nice. In fact, I'm sort of over France, really. I've got 520 in total between my dev and my subjects. Oh no, we're actually about the same. It's just deceptive looking. I've just got more stored up in subjects for now. And Tunis, allied with Morocco still. But only Morocco, who are an OPM. Nice. So I imagine I'll be finishing off Tunis. Aragon are allied with Austria. We've been over this. They're still allied with Austria, who is looking kind of big now. Courtesy of Hungary and then being in the Bosnian lands as usual. So if I want the peace deal... Hold on, Mamluks cannot make it a core. I can take these though. Ah, I might have to take Iraq and then... No, hold on. I will physically take Raba. And then pass it back to Syria. Because I'll have Fardal integrated. Good thing I just noticed the annexation progress. By the time the war is done, we'll be right as rain. Yeah, that's fine. That's acceptable. And I'm keeping a fort in Sugla, but do I need to keep the fort in Sugla is the question. Probably not really. Let's also send the mercs to go on rebel busting business. Then I do need to start properly attacking into Arabia here. You can see Hormuz is already dealing quite a bit of damage. Hormuz are only allied to people in Arabia though. So I could use Hormuz as a catalyst to then attack the others. And I can grab almost everyone in one go. Like this. I could make Hormuz the main target, fight everyone here in one go. The Ottomans are in too much debt to help. Sorry, not Ottomans, Timurids. I think I accidentally just said Ottomans. You know what I mean though. I hope. Yeah, basically everyone here would fight me. So now Fardal's integrated. Now I'll be able to make my peace deal with the everything that I want. Luckily Hormuz would not join this coalition. So I could make this my peace deal. Release Iraq. Then come down for Arabia. And like I say, do Arabia in basically the equivalent of one fell swoop. Which is kind of neat. Let's also statify the Syrian desert. Just because we're here. Bit of a poor reasoning, but oh well. Let's peace out QQ in the next episode. We'll end things here. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.